Anyway, yeah, that's it. But the Lancaster one, I've got that there. I'm using players and I'm doing Lancaster side.
On the table now is the Australian Silky Terrier. Exhibit number 3690 is a 2-year-old dog, sent to me today by Mr. Tim Moran. Known as the Sydney Silky, when the breeder MacArthur Little credited with developing the breed moved to the city. Created from mixing Yorkshire Terriers with Australian Terriers, it still retains many of the breed's characteristics. One of the rarest breeds in the toy group, there were only 4 puppies registered in 2020. The Australian Silky Terrier.
Oh yeah.
Table now is exhibit number 3722, a 2-year-old dog touched today by Mr. Al Cox for an entry of 22. The Bichon is rumoured to have been found by sailors in Tenerife in the 14th century and taken back to France. Bichon means white dog, and the breed was recognised by the French Kennel Club in 1934. It was only recognised here after the Canadian and American Kennel Clubs registered in the early 70s. The Bichon Cruiser. On the table now is the Bolognese. Exhibit number 3739, a 4-year-old dog sent through today by Mr. T. Moran. Bolognese has had a long association with the Italian aristocracy in the 15th century. It owes its popularity here in the UK to the link and the stand where the original imported in 1989. Although it goes back to the 7th century, the book was revived and subsequently recognised by the Kennel Club as being distinct from the Great House Spaniel only in 1944. It's interesting to note that some of today's recognised colours were developed by peers of the world, the Dukes of Marlborough and Norfolk.
The guy I told you about from America, on the left-hand side with the pin tiles with the flashy blue and white jacket down on the far side down there. He said, if you get a chance to get anything when he's got his stacks or anything like that, you get the big lens.
Yeah, I feel that. I really feel
Give me a second. I might need to do this.
On the table now is a Swiss Dog Chihuahua. This is exhibit number 3978, a 2-year-old bitch, sent through today by Ms. A. Henshaw from an entry of 54. Weighing in as little as 2 pounds, the wolves are around 6 pounds. Every ancestor came from Siberia 10,000 years ago, were then isolated for over 9,000 years until the Europeans arrived. Retained pre-contact DNA is as little as 4%, indicating that the original unique genetic signature has all disappeared. This would put Chihuahua. On the table now is the Chinese crested. 4018, a 3-year-old bitch, sent through today by Mr. L. Crew from an entry of 46. The Chinese crested comes in 2 varieties, the hairless and the powder puff, which is coated, which is one now on the table. Believed to have been owned by Chinese emperors during the Han Dynasty, i.e. this was between 200 BC and 220 AD. The breed was only recognised by the FCI less than 40 years ago and was recognised by the Kennel Club in 1995.
Okay, good afternoon everybody from Windsor. So I've just left it running for a little while whilst the Wi-Fi, we're just making sure it's working okay. So if you can anybody just let me know whether the sound's okay, whether the camera position, I think is okay. I think here it is very bright outside, so there are issues. I can't really tell. It's very difficult to see the screen as well. I think it's coming through okay. Hi Julie Blethyn, sending good wishes to the Maltese and the Pack, and hi Mary Butterfield and Graham Hills. Oh, you've gone to that show in Switzerland. The big show in Switzerland called Arrow, being covered for Our Dogs by Gabor Salenzi, photographer. Hi Gwen Beeden. Thanks Susie Roffey. Of course, if you want to see the Royal Canin stand or Our Dogs, we're on the left hand side, or on the same side in fact as the Secretary's marquee and setup. There's Our Dogs, the Kennel Club, Royal Canin, pretty much in a row down there. Also, just as a reminder that we're coming up to the halfway leaders in top dog, top breeder, etc. So the Our Dogs team will all be on that soon. Thanks Sharon Mayo, Karen Lees, good afternoon Carol. I'm assuming it's all pretty hot all around the country. Thanks everybody for coming back. Vicky Dowding, Kate Woodsford, super, thank you. Now, yesterday we had a bit of a blip on the Wi-Fi, but I've got about 5 phones, 6 chargers, so we should be good. What could possibly go wrong? Our judge, of course, from Finland, Jussi Lipnainen, I think is how you pronounce it. We've got some interesting winners, I can see. Some well-known faces like Nick Gawley here with the ETT. See the gentleman with the King Charles with a very bright jacket just in the camera shot there, I think is over from America. But again, anybody who's got any better knowledge than me on these things, do chip in. Thanks for sharing as well, Carol Lees. Gwen Beeden, you are the name that keeps repeating. You know, we always get one. Well, it's Gwen Beeden today. Jenny, it's Jussi, Jussi, first name of the judge. Hola, Alexandra Forth in Spain, one of our regular watchers, and my new helper on Project 130, raising money to get the Our Dogs archived, repaired and scanned, more of which we'll be working on over the forthcoming weeks and months. I know, Alex, you've got some great ideas, but I haven't really had time to pick up on them of late. But also to tell you, there's quite a few people here from Spain. Jose Luis Santiago I've just been speaking to. We've got people here from Brazil, from Australia, from Argentina. So Windsor is definitely back on the international calendar, as it always used to be, of course.
This is exhibit number 4.
And our seafaring friend Admiral Brian Limpus reporting in for duty in Plymouth. Thank you, Brian. Graham Hills, you've got probably similar temperature to what we've got here in Windsor. So the dog from Cuba, the Havanese. Stuart Band giving the background on the PA system. Might be tricky for you to hear it above the wind and planes flying over as well. Poor old Jackie Pillsbury up in Cumbria, it's still raining. It's been raining for days on end. She's building an ark. So you'll see our judge from Finland, a very experienced international judge. I believe he was judging in Indonesia a couple of weeks ago.
4227, a 1-year-old bitch, judged today by Dr. A. Schemmel, with an entry of 52.
So the breed was judged by Andreas Schemmel, who of course is on the committee here as well as a Crux vet.
The Piccolo Levriero Italiano, a small Italian greyhound, is one of several miniature versions of larger breeds favoured by aristocrats and royalties during the Renaissance. An African king is reputed to have swapped 200 cattle for one Italian. The breed arrived in the UK in the 17th century. The Italian greyhound.
Often you see these dogs, don't you, depicted in fine art. As Stuart said, they were in the UK around the 1600s, 17th century. High Lauren Woods.
On the table now is the Japanese chin. This is exhibit number 4299.
And Suzanne Bartolo, good afternoon. Hi Alan Carter.
England, nominated 46.
Send some rain to Barnsley.
Chin is reputed to have reached Japan as a gift from the Empress of China to the Empress of Japan. The word chin means cat-like, and they do use their paws in the manner of a cat to wash their face. A record of the breed's first appearance
I might just have to ask somebody just to man the camera shortly, because I've just got to get another couple of things from the stand. Hi Margaret Hutchinson, good luck to everyone in the toy group. Hi Michelle in Hot Cyprus. Best wishes from Hot Windsor. Steaming hot. Thankfully there's a bit of a breeze going today, so it did help matters. Still the busiest trade stand's been the ice cream man.
This is exhibit number 4309, a 3-year-old bitch, judged today.
Anybody got any background on this dog, the best of breed winner? I believe it's a handler from the States. He might have made the dog up, I'm not sure. Any info would be good. Mr. Richard Haynes has joined us. Richard and our dogs go back a long way from our connections in Manchester. And thank you very much, Richard, for those congratulations on my elevation, if that's what it is, to honorary life member of the Kennel Club, which went through on Tuesday when we were at the AGM. Thank you, Richard, for your kind words. And Jenny Miller sending best wishes to Gio and Pepper. Just in case you don't know who these dogs are or the names, please put on the breed so we can all share in it. Thank you, Jenny.
On the table now we have the Ocean, the little lion dog. This is exhibit number 4327, a 1-year-old dog, sent to today by Mr. Limitation from an age of 22. The Ocean is also known as the little lion dog because of the way in which it is trimmed. It features in Goya's famous 1797 painting of the Duchess of Alba. It was reputed to be the rarest breed in the world as recently as 1960 and was recognised by the Kennel Club in 1971 as achieving CC status just 5
Hi Mark Birrell and Claire Egan, are you watching? Mark wants to know if you're here. There's another of our well-known handlers and exhibitors, Sarah Jackson, the Maltese, and Jimmy Johnson White. Thank you, Jimmy. Glad you're enjoying yourself, having something nice, cool. a nice glass of wine, and you're chewing on the Italian and the Charlie. Jimmy, if you know anything more about the Charlie, let us know.
BC, and Charles Darwin placed the origin of the breed as 6000 BC. Maltese have been known by many famous people throughout the ages, right up into modern times.
And of course in Maltese you can't forget Audrey Dallison, of course, one of the great doyens of the breed in years gone by. Richard Haynes, you'll remember Audrey, I'm sure.
Which is the best strain for subsequent breeders, the Maltese.
Over 200 people now watching live. Thank you for joining us here on the iDog stream. And again, a quick reminder, anybody on the international scene, we are producing the World Show magazine in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And if you want to book, contact me, Kerry Rushby, or Georgina Howard, Matthew Oddy, Jenny Shora, Jenny Shora. We're bringing that out for the World Dog Show in Helsinki in Finland, of course, which is where our judge is from. Hi Joe Smith, glad you're enjoying watching at home. A lot of people do cast the stream to their TVs if you're technically able. And hello Norway, Mr. Arnie Foss, always smiling Arnie, always a great subject for my casual photos I do around the shows. So thanks for joining Arnie. And hello again India, Namaste, Srin Vasalu. Now Jenny Miller, I think you might have been cheering the next dog on the table. And hello Karen again from the Netherlands, thank you for joining us.
The erect-eared dog is named after the French word for butterfly, papillon, and the drop-eared is named after the word for moth, Chilean. It was developed on the continent around the same time as the King Charles Spaniel in Britain, both deriving from the toy spaniels of the day. The papillon.
I once got into a fight nearly at a quiz. The quiz master said, "What is a papillon?" Of course I put a breed of dog, and he said, "No, it's a butterfly." Wouldn't give me the 2 points. Useless fact of today. Go Kirsty. Little ripple of applause there. I wish people would applaud a little bit more. Is it a British thing? You're always so shy. Hi Patricia Liddle, Val Bloor, hi Val, who's Cole and Katrina, let us know. Mr Kinsey, we are relying on you today for your erudite experience, wisdom and choosing the top 4 once we've had the cut. Lauren Woods, are you actually at Glastonbury? I watched the set done by the 1975 last night, quite interesting. Hi Patricia Little also. What part of Manchester are you from, Patricia? And Michelle, thank you. Jamie Hubbard is the handler. His partner is Doug Clusex, is it? Oh, the Clusex counts. Jamie's originally moved from Australia, moved to the US. Are we talking about the King Charles, Michelle?
This is exhibit number 4546, 206, sent through today.
And hello Sobers, Beta Arens Primavera in Italy. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining. Truta Posta, Beta.
Pomeranian, smallest 6 feet, and was bred down from the German Swiss. It comes from the Pomerania region in northwest.
Glenn Robbs not showing his papillons today, but here with a pom. 4546. Hi Denise Hensley.
And during her lifetime alone, the size of the breed decreased in size by half. The Pomeranian.
Hi Rosalind Elwoods, thank you again for those nice words. And you're in, where are you? Sunny Wickham Sketh in Suffolk. Sounds like there should be a holiday camp there. The temperature in Windsor, I think it's been around about 29-ish this afternoon when the sun came out. It was much cloudier this morning. It was humid but not direct sun. But it's definitely warmed up a bit now. Lindsay Ugari. Lindsay, where are you watching from? Thank you, Jenny. Great background. It's also useful for the other Jenny, Shora Wheeler, picking up these little snippets of info. It's very good.
Until 1877, corn was the only colour to be found until two blacks.
And I've already mentioned the World Dog Show in Helsinki, so we have I think Kimo Muston, are you the chairman of the organising committee? So we're an esteemed company. No pressure on you. You've only got about 20,000 dogs to handle in about 43 days' time. I think that's what it is. For the wonderful World Dog Show, it's got probably somewhere around 13,000 entries for the World Dog Show. I suspect around 7,000 for the specialities and club shows on the Thursday. Our dogs, of course, will be there. We'll be live streaming. We have a stand in the main trade stand area as well. So, Hoover Humenta, Kimo, thank you for joining. Kitos. Diana Spavin says, is the toy group being videoed as I can't find it? Funny that, Diane, because you're actually commenting on the toy group.
And again in the 1990s, due to the fall of the Irish culture. There are two types of coat, smooth and florid. The breed was only recognised by the Kennel Club in 2017, the Russian Toy Terrier.
Una, I'm leaking. Just stopping for a quick drink here.
On the table now,
so we're on the last dog of the group. Somebody let Diana Spavin know where the toy group is being videoed or live streamed. A dog called Huddersfield Ben is credited with being the father of the breed. Thanks, Vicky. You can hang on till we get the shortlist before you start giving me your top four, just for a bit of fun. Yes, Richard remembers Audrey Dallison. I can't believe that, Richard. Some people found it difficult. Yeah. But one of the great names. Another reason why I've got that project to rebind and try and save or archive all the Our Dogs records for all these fabulous old names from the past. Just going to leave this live stream just on that wide angle just for a few moments.
First dog to be shortlisted is the Bichon Frise, the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, the English Toy Terrier Black and Tan, the King Charles Spaniel, the Lowton, the Maltese, the Papillon, the Pomeranian, and the Top. Thank you to all the rest. Please give them a round of applause as they leave the ring. All of the remaining dogs in the shortlist will now go to the top end of the ring, where Mr. Vinatine will give them the opportunity of gating to their best advantage. As they're moving, please show your appreciation for your favourite, or all of them if you wish to. First to be moved is the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Next we have Roshan. Now we have Anarchy. King Charles Spaniel. That's the turn of the Papillon.
Okay, decision time. And I've missed if you've been doing any 4-3-2-1s here. If Glenn goes out with the Pomeranian, he's going to be my top 4. And who else can we put in there? The Papillon, the Pomeranian, the Papillon, the Maltese, and the King Charles. How about that? I've given you 4. I'm going to have to whip through some of your comments here just to see. Alison King on assembly. Yeah, it was a chow, wasn't it? Blue tongue. Blue shot 3 is getting a good round of applause. Rich handling there. Yeah, Jenny, I agree with the cow. Chow, just trying to catch up here. Hi, Carol Turner. Oh, Rosalind Elwood, yes, come and see us. Your 50th year attending Windsor. We want to do a photo. Group judge is about to decide, and I've missed everybody's 1, 2, 3, 4s. Lindsay's gone Pat, Pom, Louch, and ETT. Kinsey, Louch and Pom, ETT, Cavalier. Let's see. I'm going to stick with Kinsey, just see if he gets it right. I'm going Pomeranian, Papillon, King Charles, and the Maltese, I think I said. There you go, the Papillon. So we all got that one. There, Jenny Miller, you're a happy girl. There's Kirsty. Now, that's 1 out of 1 for me so far. I'm going, I've got this wrong, he's going to the Cavalier, I think. Yep, Cavalier is second spot. Missed that one. Kinsey, we're 1 each at the moment. Now I've gone Pomeranian and King Charles, 2 out of 3. You missed that one, Kinsey. And Pomeranian was the other, but it's actually going to the pug, I think, is it? Oh no, the Louchen, sorry, the Louchen. You can see it over there. So the Louchen you got, Kinsey. You got the Cavalier. I think we got 2 each, 50%, not so bad. We're going to have a lap of honour, and I'll just keep it running shortly, just for the moment, and then I'll stop the stream and get it ready then for the next group. I'm just going to leave the camera running here so you can see all the trophy handovers and the photos before I turn off the toy stream. presentations by the committee. And just to let you know, there's a hot, sweaty day here, bad hair day. I'll be back with you shortly with the utility group. So go and make a cup of tea if you want to watch the next group. And don't forget again, if you're here tomorrow, come and see us on the iDog stand. We're also taking bookings now for the World Dog Show and the annual, so also the halfway leaders coming up. But make sure you also, the key thing is, Facebook are now turning off these live streams after 30 days. So we've got a YouTube channel called Our Dogs Live. So we're putting everything up on there. Go to YouTube, subscribe. It won't cost you anything, and then they will all be saved there. Okay, folks? That's all 3 days so far.
What did you judge today? Ah, okay.
Did you get both tickets yesterday?
Yes, and both resorts. It was a good day. Yes, absolutely. With the 4 that I brought.
You was lovely.
I know. We're stuck here until Sunday because of that Gundog group win.
Jim was like early though.
I know. So fingers crossed for tomorrow. It's a very nice lineup.
Yeah.
All 4 plays are really nice.
But he's a good judge, isn't he?
I just drew it in.
You see, they get a better ground, didn't they? You know, so it's all over the world. Yeah.
It's very fun.
Waiting for a judge.
Very nice. Good. Yes, we might hear them today. Yes, I'll come back with you.
Yeah, let the official do it.